welcome to Playtime Casino Wasaga Beach. Now this one actually was highly requested by you guys, and it's been here for about a year. We've yet to check this place out. Now I do live in Toronto, so this place is about an hour and a half or so away from where I live. That said, we do have a cottage close to Wasaga, so it's about a half-hour drive from there. So we finally made it to check it out. We actually did have plans to check this place out before, but earlier this year there was a cyber attack that targeted this casino as well as all of its sister properties such as Casino Rama. But finally it looks like everything is okay now, so we are ready to go and check it out and play a little bit, show you guys what they have to offer. Let's go check it out. So there's no hotel on property, but I am told that next door they have approved to build a hotel over there. I know they have some deals with some hotels like sort of close by if you want to stay in one of those, but it's pretty small. I don't know if you really need to stay here. Looks like there's a restaurant on site as well called Match Eatery, so we're gonna go check out some of these places and report back shortly. So Playtime uses the My Club reward system. It's just the same as like Casino Rama, Cascade Casino, and Starlight Casino. We just signed up for new cards today. They gave us $10 free play, so we're excited to use that one. We're going to see how this goes and wish us luck. Okay, so let's talk about it. So full disclosure, this is a very, very small casino. There's only 231 slot machines. There are no table games. There are what they call e-tables. So, you can play things like blackjack and whatnot, but there's nobody actually there. There's no dealer, things like that. You're playing on a machine. This is probably like one of the smallest casinos I've ever been in my life. Like 231 slot machines is not very many at all. I tried my best to get a few little shots in there, but they were just people everywhere. I try my best not to film other people just out of respect, and especially, with security, things like that. I mean, we're very strict in Canada. I mean, most casinos don't want you filming there anyway, but especially in Canada, they're particularly strict. So I try not to film too much because I don't want to get thrown out or, kicked out forever kind of thing. Things they do well though, there were some newer machines in there. I did appreciate that. It was very new. It was a little warm in there, which I was surprised, and usually they keep the temperatures a little bit lower, but yeah, the machines were all pretty new. Not a whole lot of machines I loved. Like we played Willy Wonka for a bit. I got a few bonuses, but I still ended up losing money in the end, but I mean that's okay. We played a little bit, we had fun. I like that they have like the self-serve beverage station. I always appreciate when they do that with coffee, soft drinks, things like that, so you can go help yourself. There was a little bar in there, arcade bar I believe it was called, which was unfortunately closed, so you couldn't go and help yourself to a drink. That said, there was the restaurant called Match, where if you did want to go get a drink, you could go get one from there, and I'm pretty sure you could still bring it onto the floor with you. Obviously, you can't leave the premises because you can't drink outside, but you could play, and drink together kind of thing. We didn't get a chance to check out Match because neither of us were hungry or even really all that thirsty for that matter. So it does seem like they have some daily specials. Like I noticed on Tuesdays they've got like a Taco Tuesday deal, which it was like $13 or something like that. So it looks like it's actually pretty reasonable. So I guess if you're in the area, it's not maybe a bad idea to come and check it out. They've got a beautiful patio, and right now we're here in just the end of September going into October. I think actually tomorrow's October. So, the weather-wise, it's still pretty nice. So yeah, there were people on the patio. I didn't want to film inside either because again, they're pretty busy. So I didn't want to film too much inside. There's lots of people walking around, lots of people working there. So again, had to be very, very careful. As mentioned, they do utilize the same My Rewards program as Casino Rama and a couple other casinos as well. So if you already are a member with them, then you will be able to use that card here. I did have a Rama card like years ago, but I haven't been to Rama in a while. So they did give me a new card and gave me $10 free slot play, as well as Cody got the same as well. Didn't go very far, admittedly, but we still got it. I was pretty surprised how busy it was though. There was quite a few people in there. It definitely seems like it's an older demographic, but we are in Wasaga Beach. We are here sort of out of their normal kind of like busy season as well, which is the summer. So that could speak to that as well. Maybe during the summer when, there's more people like tourists and things like that, you might get a little bit busier. It's very small though, as I mentioned. So I don't know how many people are going to be coming out of town to come here. It's, kind of out of the way, off the beaten path a little bit. So not a whole lot of places to kind of go to besides just this casino kind of thing. There's nothing else that's walkable. You're going to be driving everywhere pretty much. Things that I kind of missed, for me at least, was I like the fact that they had the restaurant. So if you did want to go and get something to eat, something to drink, there's 4 things that I feel like every casino should kind of have. First of all, you got to have some kind of a restaurant, obviously, you know, where you can serve drinks, something to eat, of course. I always appreciate when they have some kind of entertainment. So I know, again, this is a very, very small place, but even if they have just a small stage or something where they have, you know, maybe local bands play, or, you know, a magician or something like that, something that gets people in the door, I think is always a good thing to have. I always appreciate when they have, you know, somewhere to stay as well. Like I said, I know they have some kind of deals with some local hotels, which are listed on their website. And from what I understand, they actually are going to be building a hotel right next door. Don't quote me on that, but I did hear that is the case. So just keep that in mind. So I think that is a good thing to have. I also always appreciate when there's just something kind of close by that's walkable, or I mean, even drivable to a degree, but it's nice to have something walkable to do as well, whether you know, we're in Wasaga Beach, whether to go to the beach, or whether, you know, there's some shopping around or something, that you're not just at the casino. So those are sort of 4 things I tend to appreciate when they have sort of in the vicinity. This had one. I mean, as I mentioned, they have the restaurant, you know, where you can get drinks and food, but currently no hotel, currently no walkable things to do, and currently no other entertainment or, you know, music or magician, whatever. Okay, so I stand corrected. It looks like they do actually have live entertainment at that Match restaurant area on Fridays and Saturdays at 8 p.m. So it looks like live music, things like that. They do have an event calendar on their website you can refer to. So I stand corrected. So is the spot right for you? Truthfully, as it stands right now, I would say this definitely felt very much like a local casino. If you are in the area already, or if you are a local, you live here, etc., this is probably somewhere that you're gonna maybe want to check out. Us, you know, coming from Toronto, driving about an hour and a half, I would say it's not really worth the time, especially as we do have that casino, you know, right by the airport that's you know, available to us if we want. Or, you know, if we wanted to drive maybe an hour and a half, I'd much rather go to the Falls, where at least you have other things to do as well. And it's a much bigger casino with a lot of, you know, hotels and things like that you have the opportunity to stay in. That said, it's not a bad place. You know, for being just under a year old, just around the 1 year mark, I see a lot of potential, especially the fact that they are going to be building, you know, allegedly going to be building a hotel around here as well. And, you know, I'm sure that there's an opportunity to expand, because it's busy. There's a lot of people in there. Older demographic for sure. But again, it could be the time of the year that we're here. I'd be interested to see what it's like during the summer, for example, or, you know, during a long weekend or something like that, where there's a lot of people in the area. But all in all, I could see a lot of potential here. Am I going to drive an hour and a half from Toronto to come here? Probably not, unless they did have some kind of entertainment or something else to kind of bring me in the door. If I'm at the cottage and I'm half an hour away, and, you know, maybe the weather's bad and I'm bored and there's nothing to do, I'd consider it. But even still, a half-hour drive to come here, I don't know. As I said, felt very much more like a local place. It's not a bad place. I'm not knocking it all. It's you know, a cool place to check out if you are in the area, but to go a long distance, for me at least, probably not going to be worth it. Anyway, let me know what you guys think of, if you've ever been to, you know, Playtime Casino in Wasaga. Let me know what your thoughts are. Leave them down below. If I've missed anything, you guys have any questions, please don't hesitate to leave them down below as well. You know, it helps me for future videos, obviously. It helps other travelers as well, because they probably have the same questions as you. It also helps me with the algorithm on YouTube, because it kind of helps spread this video to other people. If you haven't subscribed to the channel, please consider it as well. There's a little button down in the corner there. If you just hit that, you can subscribe. Really means a lot to me, totally free for you, and will help me deliver this free content to you. If you found this at all helpful, please consider liking as well, sharing with your friends if they're looking for maybe a local casino or somewhere different to check out in Ontario. I mean, we're all bored at home, right? We want to do something, so share amongst your friends. Once again, it's the Daniel Spotlight. We got to get back to the cottage. See you in the next one. Bye.